19th century, the 1-cent coin was a lot more important to everyday life than it certainly is today. A working-class family would consider 10 cents an hour to be a living wage, and the older, larger cent coins were considered by many to be, well, simply too large. The response was to issue smaller penny coins. First, the Flying Eagle design, which lasted all of 3 years, and then in 1859 the Indian Head cent, which was a hit with the public and would be minted continuously for over 50 years to follow. The so-called Indian Head cent was first introduced into circulation in 1859, a troubling time in US history with the threat of civil war looming ever closer, which is why the design was altered in 1860 to include a symbol of national unity, the national shield, and the laurel wreath was changed to an oak wreath instead. It is a commonly held misconception that the female figure on the obverse was modeled after the designer's daughter, but in fact James B. Longacre modeled his image of Liberty wearing a Native American ceremonial headdress after the statue called Crouching Venus instead. With that, here are your top 10 low mintage Indian Head cents. Kicking the list off in the number 10 position is the 1867 Indian Head cent. The very substantial mintage figures of 1864 and 1865 apparently served their intended goal of quenching public demand for small cent coins, as by the time the 1867 mintage numbers were finalized, they were marginally lower still than the already dramatically reduced figures for 1866. A total of 9,821,000 coins were struck for this date, and it is considered today as a moderately scarce coin across all grades, although still obtainable in grades of up to around MS64. Although red-brown coins usually fetch an attractive premium, while fully red coins are genuinely scarce. Lower grade examples usually trade from around $40 each to about $100 for an average mid-grade coin, while mint-state coins can see prices ranging from $250 to $500 for a brown example and around $1,000 for a good quality red-brown coin. In January of 2017, an NGC graded MS66 Star Red coin was sold for $28,200 during an Orlando auction. In 1876, Indian Head cent production was curtailed sharply, thanks to an initiative by the Treasury to merely reissue redeemed cents from previous years instead of melting them down to produce new ones. The mintage almost halved from the previous year to only 7,944,000 coins. This date is difficult to obtain in all but the very lowest of grades, where it trades from around $30 upwards. Typical mint-state coins can be seen from around $300 to $500 each for a brown or red-brown coin, while fully red coins are very seldomly seen at all. In 2015, a PCGS graded MS66 Red coin was sold at auction for $5,640, while in 2014, a Proof 66 Red Cameo PCGS graded coin was sold for $15,275. 1869 occupies the next position at a mintage of 6,420,000 coins struck. Lower demand for additional penny coins in circulation ushered in a period of low mintage figures for the Indian Head cent that would last for 4 years. All of which are present on this list. The coin is obtainable in most grades with little effort, although typically found in either full mint state or very lower grades of VF and below. $75 to $100 could net you a filler grade coin of this date, while a mint state coin would sell from around $1,000 each depending on specific grade. In 2009, a PCGS graded MS66 Red example of the coin with amazing eye appeal was sold at auction for $40,250. The number 7 position on the list is held by the 1878 Indian Head cent with a total mintage of 5,797,500. This date would turn out to be the last low mintage issue until the San Francisco minted coins from 1908 and 1909, with every single year to follow seeing a mintage figure of greater than 10 million. In fact, most dates after this point had a mintage figure of between 30 and 60 million coins per year, peaking in 1907 with a massive mintage of 108 million coins. Oddly, this date is very difficult to obtain in higher circulating grades, with most coins seen in conditions of VF30 or below. The very lowest of grades can still be obtained from around $30 onwards, with good quality mint state coins fetching anything up to around $500 per coin. Coins that still exhibit full red coloration are very prized indeed, and will always see a lofty premium imposed. In 2014, a PCGS graded MS66 Red example of this coin was sold at auction for $8,812. The 6th lowest mintage of any Indian Head cent coin is achieved by the 1870 issue at a mintage of 5,275,000 pieces struck. This was due to lower demand for 1 cent coins caused by a slight overproduction of the denomination in the few years that preceded. Another curiosity that drove low mintage numbers in the next few years is the fact that banks were under no obligation to redeem small copper coins in large numbers, and merchants would have their deposits of large numbers of cent coins refused by banks, causing them to accumulate in circulation in excessive numbers. Congress only rectified this with the Redemption Act of 1871. Coins in grades of G and VG can be found from around $75 each, while a fair quality mint state graded coins can see prices of around $600 each. In 2014, an MS66 Red coin graded by PCGS was sold at auction for $12,700. The halfway mark here is held by the 1872 Indian Head cent and stands at a mintage of 4,042,000 coins. This coin is scarce across all grades and owes its low mintage at least in some part to the redemption law of 1871, which saw massive amounts of copper coins return to the treasury and re-enter circulation, requiring the mint to only produce sufficient quantities to replace badly damaged or worn coins. The date typically sells from around $80 in the worst of conditions upwards to around $1,000 for a fair mint state 63 example of the coin. In 2014, a PCGS graded MS65 Red version of the coin was sold at auction for a very impressive $28,200. But even that can't hold a candle to the MS66 Red example of the 1872 penny that was sold in 2007 for an unbelievable $126,500. Crossing the 4th position, we encounter the 1871 Indian Head cent at a mintage of 3,929,500 coins. This date is considered scarce across just about all grades, with lower grade coins obtainable from around $80 each, going up to well over $1,000 for fair mint state graded coins, with red, brown, and especially red coins fetching significant premiums over regular brown coins. In 2014, a PCGS graded MS66 Red example of the coin was sold at auction for a very impressive $44,062. Creeping ever closer to the top position is the first of only 2 dates to see Indian Head cents produced at the San Francisco Mint. The 1908 S coin has a mintage of 1,115,000 coins. Beginning production only in November of 1908, the number of coins minted at San Francisco pale in comparison to the over 32 million coins that came from the Philadelphia Mint in the same year. The coin was hoarded in the 1920s and 30s, and a relatively high number of examples in the graded population reflect that same popularity to this day, although this trend has led to the coin's relative value being somewhat subdued in higher grades, with lower grade coins selling from around $100 each, and an average mint state coin selling from around $700 each. In 2015, an MS66 Red 1908S Indian Head cent graded by PCGS was sold at auction for $8,812. Despite having the second lowest mintage in the series of only 852,500 coins, the 1877 Indian Head cent is by far the scarcest coin in the entire series today in terms of surviving examples. The massive success of the Treasury's redemption program saw almost 10 million coins re-enter circulation in 1877, and some researchers have postulated that the official mintage number may have been inflated or incorrectly recorded, which would explain the coin's relative scarcity. Even lower grade coins of this date trade from around $500 each, while mint state coins can easily sell for well over $5,000 each. In 2015, a PCGS graded MS66 Plus Red coin was sold at auction for $99,875. And with that, we reach the finish line with the 1909 Indian Head cent as the top low mintage coin in the series, with a recorded mintage of only 309,000 coins. Coining of Indian Head cents was stopped at the San Francisco Mint very early on in the year in anticipation of the mint beginning production of the new Lincoln penny in 1909 instead. Because of its low mintage and that it was known to be the last of its kind, the coin was widely hoarded by collectors, speculators, and the public at large, leaving a larger number of coins than you might expect in higher grades in the surviving population today as a result. Lower grade coins still sell from around $400 each, and mint state examples are seen for about $1,500 on average. In 2016, a coin graded by PCGS at MS66 Red was sold at auction and managed to garner a price of $10,576. Let me know which of these coins you've managed to secure for your collection in the comment section below. Remember to stay subscribed to WNN and press the notification bell when you do, not to miss any future videos. If you liked this video, then remember to have a look at the rest of our top 10 low mintage videos from WNN as well. This has been a special presentation from the World Numismatic News, taking a look at the top 10 low mintage Indian Head cent coins. For the World Numismatic News, I am Numisman, thanking you for watching. Keep collecting and have a great day.